again, welcome back. Once again, here I am, IELTS listening by question type, and this time I'm going to tell you another important type of questions that really comes in section 3, and it is very important. This is called matching. You got to match one thing with the other. Now, matching is another important type of questions, and in matching you have to match either there is a list of options and you got to match this list with the names of the people. These can be the names of the students, these can be the names of the scientists, these can be the names of the experts, or there are certain categories of the things. You got to match category with the statement, right? So this is the task. The first thing is this: you need to see the arrangement of the question. For example, if question number, like it's 31, if question number 31 is about one name, 32 is about another name, 33 is about another name, so you got to see all the categories which are going to be matched with the list of options. Now, where you're going to match the categories, there will be a list of options, and if there are 4 categories or 4 questions, there will be 8 options, and the remaining 4 options are to confuse you. They are extra options. Now, for example, in one audio, if one professor is going to talk about the assignment of 4 students. Now, there are 4 students. The questions will be given in the form of 4 students. It can be John, it can be Julia, it can be Peter, it can be Rocky. Now, these are 4 students. They will be written John, Julia, Peter and Rocky, and then there will be the statements. Now, what does the professor say about John? You have to find it from the list of options. What does the professor say about Julia's assignment? You got to find it in the list of that very statement. So this thing is called matching. So when you read the list of options which you are going to match, then you got to underline or encircle the words of function or the clue words, right? Or the main words. It's just like summarizing that. For example, if there are 5 words, you need to summarize it up to 2 words so that you could understand. And when the audio goes on, now you got to see first the professor is going to talk about John. Listen carefully, what does he say about John, and go through the list of matching options, right? And look at the words which you underlined or which you encircled. Now sometimes professor will talk about John and he will mention one option, and then he will say, no, actually John's work is original. I wouldn't say he plagiarized it or he copied it from somewhere. If there is an option, copied from somewhere, so it means the professor is negating that. So you need to listen very carefully. What is he denying actually, and what is he saying that? I mean, what is he approving and what is he disapproving? Sometimes to cheat you, they do these type of things as well. So go through the list of matching options, and one side put one finger at one option. There should be pen in this hand. Now the professor is talking about Julia. Okay, now see what does he say about Julia. Listen to the audio. Put your this finger on Julia's name or the question number, and then go through all the options so that you could see which option is correct according to the audio about Julia. So this needs practice, and that's why usually this comes in section 3. IELTS listening section 3 is a little difficult, but if you practice, if you follow my tips, if you practice specifically matching questions, then you can get a good bench score. And let me tell you one more thing. If you think you are weak in one specific type of questions, then watch my video once again and select that very type of questions from different practice tests and do it again and again and again, and then you are going to be very good at that. And if you like this video of mine, please hit on like. You got to click on like, and if you want to learn more about IELTS, then you should subscribe this channel, because this channel is all about IELTS, and I'll give you more tips and tricks about IELTS. And if you have any question, you can write your question in the comments. I will try to answer your question as early as possible. I wish you all the best in IELTS, and I'm sure you'll end up getting a very good bench score. If you get a very good bench score after watching my video, you must write a comment about that. I'll be very happy to see it. Thank you very much. See you soon.